Deciding to start fasting for weight loss could be the most amazing idea ever. But once you start fasting, without these four things, you might really feel like it's not for you. It might really discourage you from wanting to prolong fast. And the truth about fasting is that the longer that you could go for without food, the more benefits that you get, the more likely that you are to make your body go into fat burning mode. And if you go into fat burning mode, you lose weight, you shrink those fat cells, and you're able to get closer and closer to that body weight that you want to have. So, this checklist that I'm going to be sharing is really meant to help beginners or just anyone that's going back to fasting or trying to fast this time around for weight loss, and you want to do it the right way. These are four things that I always do. These are four things that I had to do through trial and error that I learned to do to successfully fast. If you stay all the way until the end, I am going to share a bonus tip that I learned around month 3 of fasting that has changed the whole game for me. Stick around. First tip that I have is to have your fasting aids ready. What are fasting aids? What is she talking about? What she's talking about is have your minerals ready for you to fast because you're going to need water, but you're also going to need the minerals that keep you hydrated. What that looks like is finding a high quality sea salt to sprinkle into your water, high quality, sugar free, no carb electrolyte. Add that to your water. Or maybe you're just like me and you found some capsules that have the minerals that you need to fast for a long period of time. So those are the fasting aids that are going to help you. And they help you so much that they help you get rid of that headache that you might start to get while fasting. They help you with that brain fog. They also help with muscle cramping. It also helps with nerves, your heart rate being a little weird. It helps with so much. Minerals are so important for your body, and you don't realize it until you're fasting and you don't replenish your body with some. So, definitely have those minerals. Tip number 2 is to get sleep, quality sleep more specifically. You want to get quality sleep. The day before you go a full day without food, you want to have a good sleep. You want to be able to feel energized enough to make it through this whole day without food. You get so many benefits from resting and fasting when you're trying to lose weight. It's like the two together. Now that's a recipe. Tip number 3 that I have here is have an idea or get groceries for when you do break your fast. Have an idea of what it is that you're going to have. Is it going to be bone broth? Is it going to be some greens and a fatty meat? Just have an idea because what you don't want to do is end up binging whatever's in sight. If you have to clean out your fridge, if you have to go through your cabinets and get rid of things that are going to basically retract you and basically kind of like put you back of where you first started before you started fasting, you might want to get rid of those things and instead have things in stock that are going to help you once you break your fast, help your body feel better, help you continue to have your body burnt fat cells. So what that means is maybe you want to have some eggs in the fridge, some quality eggs. Maybe you want to have some some protein in the freezer that has some fat, maybe some avocados. Maybe you want to have some arugula and some cucumbers. Maybe you want to have some limes and lemons. Just anything that is going to give your body water, some minerals, some vitamins, but also some fiber and fat and protein. Number 4 is to plan how you're going to be spending your time now that you're not going to be eating food. You must keep yourself busy while you're fasting because your brain When it's bored, it's going to start thinking about food. You're going to start thinking about how long has it been since you had the last meal? How much more time do you have left until you have your meat, until you have food again? And you don't want to start obsessing like that, because the whole point is that your body is recharging, your body is cleaning and detoxing, and you don't want to stress yourself out by having thoughts about food. Instead, maybe there's a book that you've been trying to read. Maybe there's a show you've been trying to catch up on. Whatever it is, just plan how you're going to keep yourself busy. Maybe you have a garage filled with things that you are trying to get rid of. That might be the project. That might be the project to keep you busy, to keep you away from thinking about food. Whatever it is, do it, because you're going to keep your brain busy. And while your brain is busy, your body's doing all the other stuff. Your body's cleaning out. It's getting you to whatever goal it is that you have for yourself. If you stay this long, it's because you want to know more about this bonus tip. What is the bonus tip? The bonus tip is, before you fast, your last meal should be something that's nutrient dense. This is so helpful because what it does is it helps you avoid cravings. When you're fasting, you're going to think about food. But what's worse than thinking about food is feeling like, how much time do I have left? Like I'm craving this specific thing, and I can't stop thinking about it. Like I feel like my body needs it. It's like I want it. And you start obsessing about the specific food, the specific craving that you have, and it's usually something that has sugar in it. And if you're a salty girl like me, it might be something salty like pretzels and cheese. You want to have a meal that doesn't have any processed foods, especially processed sugars. You want to have something that has some fiber in there because it's going to keep you full for a long time, a little bit of fat in there, some protein. That's what you want to have on your plate before you start fasting, because that's going to keep you satisfied. You might be thinking like, you know what, I really just want to have some fries, but your body is going to be so grateful that before you had it go into starvation mode for a day or two, you gave it all these nutrients, because now it's able to actually feel ready enough to go without food for a long period of time, because the last meal that you gave it was something that was nutrient dense. Another idea of what a nutrient dense meal is, it might just be something as simple as some eggs, avocado. Maybe you want to have some kale in there. Maybe you want to have some arugula in there. I have had a really crazy meal. It was some sardines with some hot sauce. I remember I also made a chia pudding with some with some chocolate. It wasn't hot chocolate. It was some chocolate pudding, chia pudding with some coconut milk in there. And I think I made a cucumber salad on the side of that. That was my nutrient dense meal. And guess what? I started fasting. I fasted for 36 hours. I was not thinking about food. I wasn't thinking like, oh my God, I can't wait to eat this. I'm just craving this. Like it made it so much easy. It made it so much easier for me to go long without food, because it prepared my body. It gave my body things that weren't high in sugars. It didn't give my body things that made my insulin go up, because nothing was really processed. Everything was really good for me. So have meals like that before you start fasting for a long period of times, because your body is going to love it. It's going to make the whole thing a lot smoother. It's going to make it a lot easier, because you could be having all the minerals. You could be getting all to sleep. But if the last thing you had was a milkshake before you went fasting, I promise you that that first 12 hours is going to feel like, oh man, why did I do that? And I want you to be successful with this. Just to recap: one, have your aids ready. What does that mean? Water and minerals. Two, get rest, sleep, quality sleep. Three, plan ahead what you're going to have once you break your fast. Four, what are you going to be doing? You got to keep yourself busy. Pro tip was to have a nutrient dense meal before you start fasting. Now, I wish you the best of luck.